welcome to Michael Eubank Stadium, home of your Seton Catholic Sentinels. Tonight we welcome the Hawks of Gila Ridge High School. The Seton Catholic community extends you a warm welcome. Gila Ridge and Seton Catholic are members of the Arizona Interscholastic Association and abide by the rules and regulations as set forth by the association to maintain high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. We remind you that good sportsmanship is an individual responsibility. Spectator and player behavior should be courteous and reflect the spirit of good sportsmanship. We ask you to cheer for your team and show respect towards your school, the opponents, and game officials. At this time, please rise and remove your hats as we begin our contest with prayer. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Dear Lord, thank you for the many opportunities you have given us. Thank you for this time to gather in the spirit of competition. Please help these athletes and officials perform to the best of their abilities and keep them free from injury. St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, pray for us. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem as sung by senior Sarah Mose. One more hand for senior Sarah Mose. Our officials for tonight, as assigned by the AIA, are back judge Tyler Rogers, head linesman Darnell Williams, line judge Gordon Henneman, referee Keith Essex, and umpire Aaron Aguilar. We'd like to welcome our guest Gila Ridge, coached by Jessica Slaughter. And we'd like to introduce yours, Seton Catholic Sentinels, coached by Pete Walheim. Captains for your Sentinels are TJ Connolly, Nick Pondratz, Owen Hunter, and Cade Brennan. Seton will be receiving the ball. We'd also like to give a big shout out and welcome to our junior Sentinel cheerleaders down in the front.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Seton Catholic High School here in Chandler, Arizona. where the Seton Catholic Sentinels tonight will host the Hawks of Gila Ridge High School. For the Hawks, they are traveling from Yuma, Arizona, and they check in with a 3-3 record. Their head coach, Jessica Slaughter, she is in her 4th season. The Seton Catholic Sentinels, they are having a good season, and we're going to certainly roll into a lot of numbers with them. Head coach Pete Walheim in his 6th season. The Sentinels, the red and gold, they are 5 wins and 2 losses, ranked number 9 in the state in the 4A category. They are set to receive. The Hawks will be in the road white. That'll be Isaac Leone kicking off. Pair of Sentinels have dropped back deep, ready to receive. 6 o'clock start. Here we go. Leone puts his foot into it, and we are underway here in Chandler, Arizona. Kick is received, and there is a wall already. Taking it is Luke Aguiar. He gets the handoff, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Aguiar with the run back, and that immediately excites the crowd. Terrific blocking. Fantastic blocking by Seton Catholic, the special teams. But Aguiar, who is having an amazing year, over 1,100 rushing yards, better than 300 receiving yards. Be 1st and 10, and it's actually at the 20. Chase Dixon, the QB, his handoff is to Aguiar, and he will rumble for a couple of yards before he's pushed back. We'll see a good dose of Aguiar tonight. He's the guy. He definitely is. He is a senior running back. This Sentinel team, as we said, 5 wins, 2 losses. Last week they knocked off a good Independence team by a score of 36-28. I formation. Dixon hands off to Aguiar. He pushes, and he will get down to the 15-yard line.
Left side, gain of 3.
Senior offensive line for the most part for this Sentinel team, and that's a big reason why Luke Aguiar has had some success. It's a great reason why Chase Dixon, the senior quarterback, is having success. This offense knows how to move the ball. 3rd straight carry, and it is all about Aguiar as he gets the first down.
Aguilar, carry on the right side.
And actually looks like he's going to be a pinch short of the first down. Aguiar, this time he gets the first down as he continues to push.
First down.
They're going to pound the rock. That is definitely what Pete Walheim has said. They are going to have a very strong running game, and it's not just going to be Aguiar tonight. 1st and goal, they're at the 8-yard line. Checking in, Bailey Mendoza, one of the wide receivers. Cade Brennan, big offensive lineman, number 71. He's one of those senior O-linemen we talk about. They sprint to the line of scrimmage. Pastore is in the backfield. A quick flip to Aguiar. Breaks one tackle, but he may lose a couple of yards. Tough exchange there. Nick Pastore is senior. He'll get some carries as well, potentially. Great athlete. He goes both ways. Having a terrific defensive season. But right now the Sentinels are on the offense. They're on the move. Dropping back, Dixon hoisted in the end zone, and it is over the head. The intended receiver looks like Josh Brown down there.
Incomplete, intended for Luke Aguilar.
Actually, it was Luke Aguiar. We will definitely mention number 9 tonight. Third and goal. They're at the 11-yard line. This is a drive you'd really love to have a touchdown, not a field goal, but they're going to have to break the plane of the goal line. Mendoza in motion. It's a bad snap, and Dixon will hop on it, and they will lose some yards. They'll be back to the 21-yard line. And we are going to see a field goal attempt. Looks like that's going to be Matthew Albanese who will try to connect. Albanese in for a 38-yard field goal attempt. And this would be a big stand for Gila Ridge. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it has some distance, and it is good. Field goal for Matthew Albanese. And the Seton Catholic Sentinels have themselves a 3-0 lead. So they take the opening drive. They use 3:16 off of the clock.
Joel Terrell and Bellbank Mortgage, thank you for being one of our Sentinels.
And for the Sentinels at home, that's what you want to do.
We'd also like to thank...
Of course, you'd love every drive to result in a touchdown, but does not always happen that way. Albanese will turn right back around and kick off. Nighttime starting to take effect here in Chandler. Lights have been on since the start of the game, really since pregame, actually.
Kicking off for the Sentinels, Matthew Albanese.
Albanese set. Here's the kick, and it is returnable. Noah Wiggins with the ball, and he's along the left side, and he'll be pushed out of bounds. Right around the 30-yard line. Looks like they'll spot it at the 29.
Tackle made by T.J. Conley and Josh.
So now the Hawks get the ball for the first time. Stephen Navas, their quarterback. Senior for the Hawks. Kanai Hungo is the featured running back in this offense. We mentioned the Hawks are 3-3. And it'll be a handoff. Taking it, crossing the 30, 35, and dragged down by Pastore.
Runner on the left side.
Running back Cameron Potter. Cameron Potter picking up some yardage. Good run, following some blockers. Ball out close to midfield at the 47. Split out wide at the bottom of your screen is Michael Hayes. Handoff, and taking that handoff will be Eden Porter. So far, two different ball carriers for Jessica Slaughter's Gila Ridge Hawks. You want to stay fresh, especially against this Seton Catholic team. You want to try to wear them down. You certainly want to use as much clock as you can. We've seen how quick the Sentinels can score. Second down and 8. At the line of scrimmage is Navas, under center. And his handoff to Potter is going to result in a gain of about 1 yard.
No gain on the play. Tackled by a Legion of Sentinels.
Looks like we have a pair of brothers, Cameron Potter and Caden Potter, for Gila Ridge. 3rd and long, 3rd and 7, pickup of 1 yard. Novice will put the ball in the air on occasion. Potter in the backfield, Novice fires downfield, and that is caught. Chaston Stewart on the reception.
Pass was complete. Tackle made by Ian Ellis and TJ Connolly.
Hawks moving the ball comfortably. And the Hawks certainly in no hurry. Ball at the 35-yard line. Novice, shotgun, fake, toss. Stewart with the catch, and he's got the first down. Brought down by Ian Ellis on the tackle, his 2nd tackle in as many plays. So Novice and the Hawks with a very nifty north-south offense so far. Hayes again, split far right. Under center is Novice. Handoff Potter up the middle as he will push for a few yards. Pickup of about 5. We'll make it 4.
Run up the middle, tackle by TJ Connolly.
We're seeing a lot of the defensive backs for Seton Catholic making the tackles, not necessarily what you want on running plays. Good mixture so far for Gila Ridge. Quarterback under center sometime. He's in shotgun. Fires, pass caught Potter, and that is a missed tackle, but finally he is brought down by Gray Jorgensen.
On the tackle for the Sentinels.
Not wrapping up was Micah Asaki. Potter was able to grab a few more yards after that. 3rd and about 4, 3rd and 3. Eden Porter in the backfield. He'll be a blocking back on this. Potter is dragged down by Sam Schooner.
The middle tackle made by Sam Schoonover.
I said Schoonover. Now it's 4th down. Is Gila Ridge going to go for it? Or are they going to send out one of their kickers?
Brings up 4th down for Gila Ridge.
Waiting for the play to come in. Gila Ridge, as we mentioned, 3-3 on the year. Novice, senior QB, that's always dangerous. Rolls to his right, has a man downfield, but it's over his head, and the referee is going to throw pass interference.
Pass is incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
So the Hawks will have a 1st and goal once the announcement is made. That was pretty much right in the vicinity of pass interference. I don't think there'll be any other call beside that.
Looks like the call is against the Sentinels for pass interference.
So a fresh set of downs for the Gila Ridge Hawks. Using a variety of different playmakers. Of course, it all starts with Novice. Potter in the backfield with him. Fakes a handoff. Novice will take it himself. He's tripped up. Good tackle by Michael Probst. Probst, the senior. Probst, 32 tackles on the season. Big play, big defensive play right there. regardless of how many points are scored in this drive, this is what Gila Ridge wants to do. Novice in the backfield with Potter and Porter. Pass downfield incomplete. So now it's third down.
Pass is incomplete. Defending on the play for the Sentinels, Joe Ferens.
Ryan Hanchett checks in for Gila Ridge. Out goes Eden Porter. Anderson LeSueur on the right side. Now he's in motion. LeSueur will block at least temporarily. There's the option. The pitch back. It's loose. And it is going to be recovered by Seton Catholic. Ian Ellis with his first fumble recovery of the season. Big play for Seton Catholic. And that quelches the Gila Ridge drive. So for the Sentinels, they get the ball back, and they will start in their deepest part of the territory for their drive. They had the big opening kickoff run back all the way down to the opposing 30, but now they'll start at their own 22. Dixon under center. Pitch out. Pitch out is going to be taken by Aguiar. More yardage for number 9. Aguiar all day. This is game 8 of what you'd like to think will be at least an 11-game season, 10-game regular season, where they're positioned. Looks like the Sentinels have a really good chance at making the postseason, and who knows what happens from there. 1st and 10 at their own 32. Dixon, handoff, Aguiar, breaking a couple tackles, and he'll get out to the 40-yard line.
Gain of 7.
Eden Porter on the tackle. Micah Asaki is in on offense for the red and gold. This is where the Sentinels want 2nd and 2. You always want 2nd and short, of course. Gives you the option of throwing that deep ball. Handoff again, Aguiar breaking it, and he'll push up to the 45-yard line. That's a first down.
Another Sentinel first down.
Mendoza comes in. Asaki comes out. 1st and 10 at their own 45. As you can see, we are moving pretty quick in this quarter. 125 and running. Dixon and Nico Pastore in the backfield. Dixon throws out to his right, and that's caught by Mendoza. He's at the 50, and he will be pulled back to the 49. Bailey Mendoza with the reception. Mendoza, he's a junior receiver, and they'll give him forward progress. He's out to the Gila Ridge 48. Again, 2nd and short is where Seton Catholic wants to be. They hustle to the line of scrimmage. 35 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Pitch out. Aguiar finding blocking and gets out to the 40-yard line.
Gain of 15. Sentinel first down.
Clock stops momentarily to move the chains. And we'll see if Seton Catholic decides to run a play here to end quarter number 1. Right now it does not look so, but at the same time they've been known to run to the line of scrimmage to try to pull something off quickly. But as we hit the 10-second mark, it looks like that was the last play of quarter number 1. We've got 1 quarter in the books. The Seton Catholic Sentinels lead the Gila Ridge Hawks by a score of 3-0. This is Seton Catholic football.
Future Sentinels that are here from St. John Bosco. Each one won a prize to be with us tonight, along with their teachers, who are Mr. Tyler, Mrs. Camus, who, by the way, is a Seton alum, and Miss Tan. Please stand up and be recognized. James Hall, Luke Vaughn, and Emmett Peterson. Welcome. We'll also have a performance by our junior Sentinel cheerleaders at halftime.
Start of the second quarter, Brett Quintine with you. 1st and 10, Sentinels on the Gila Ridge 40-yard line. Luke Aguiar, he has been running and running and running. Seton Catholic with just 3 points. It's been a low possession game for everybody. Bad snap. Chase Dixon fires out to Aguiar. He is going to continue to move. He'll shake and bake, and he's going to tiptoe down the sidelines before going out of bounds at the 13-yard line, but it may come back. There is holding on the play, so we'll bring it back to midfield. That's the one thing we have seen on both sides of the line of scrimmage for both teams. Bad snaps. Turnover is what ended the Gila Ridge drive.
Calls against the Sentinels.
And it did not allow Seton Catholic to get as good of a field position as they could have in the first period. Center and quarterback always have to be in sync, but it does happen. 1st and 14 at the 44-yard line. Dixon will roll to his left. He'll toss downfield. That's caught by Mendoza. He's got the first down and more. He breaks one tackle, and he's finally going to be wrestled down.
Sentinel, first down.
Cameron Potter brings him down. Bailey Mendoza having a very nice game so far. A couple of catches, him and Aguiar.
Ava's world-famous kettle corn in 2 flavors tonight. There's also pizza, corn dogs, nachos, cold drinks, soda, and ice cream, and gigantic otter pops.
1st and 10, ball at the 21-yard line. Chase Dixon under center. Pastore and Aguiar in the backfield. Fake handoff. Dixon on the move, fires downfield, and that is caught. That is a touchdown. Touchdown for the Seton Catholic Sentinels, and that is Tycee Allo with the TD. Put 6 on the board for the Sentinels. Dixon, his 10th TD pass of the season. The red and gold looking to tack on the extra point. It'll be Albanese for the extra point. Out of the hold of Dixon. Snap, hold, kick is no good. And again, looked like the snap and the hold just were not in sync. So it's 9-0. We have seen that consistently all night. Just the snap, we know there's a chill in the air. Perhaps that has something to do with it. This is one of the first chilly games of the year. Just a few days ago, it was well over 100 degrees, and it's fair to say here at kickoff, It was, dare we say, low 70s. That shouldn't be chilly for anyone, but if you're an Arizona person like everybody in this audience, it can get to you a little bit.
Kicking off for the Sentinels, Matthew Albanese.
Albanese is the kicker, Matthew Albanese. That is how I will pronounce it going for the rest of the game. I was saying Albanese. And the kick is going to end up out of bounds, and that is a flag, and that's something that I know just irks every special teams coach. That is just something you never want to see. You have a wide open field, and you kick it out of bounds. You give your opponent just great field position. It's kind of like golf. If you have the whole wide fairway and suddenly you just pull it or shank it off to the right, it's just really frustrating. So the Hawks will start at their own 35-yard line. 9-0 Seton Catholic with the advantage. Definitely want to thank Paulo Hutchinson for the various camera angles. He does a great job with production. Steven Navas calls for the football, fires to his right, and that is Hayes with the reception, his first of the night, and he'll get out to about the 42-yard line. Michael Hayes, the senior, he's one of their go-to receivers.
Complete. Brings up second down for Gila Ridge.
Hawks making the trip from Yuma. These two teams met on this field a year ago, and it was Seton Catholic winning decisively. Pass complete. Pastore and company trying to bring down Chaston Stewart, but that's going to be a first down for the Hawks. And we saw that in the first quarter, the lone possession that the Hawks had in quarter number one. We saw them move the ball against this Seton Catholic defense.
In the reserved spot for Times Media, you will be towed. Go move your car. Times Media, reserved spot. Move it.
Cameron Potter in the backfield with Navas. Navas throws way downfield, and it is going to be caught by Michael Hayes. Great catch by the senior wide receiver. Moving downfield are the Hawks. One of the offensive linemen, Aiden Ritchie, looked a little bit hobbled on the play, but he is certainly doing his part, that's for sure. Chaston Stewart split out to the left. Navas takes the snap. Handoff, and that is going to result in a few yards, nothing big. Eden Porter on the carry.
Run up the right side.
Yeah, Porter and Potter for Gila Ridge.
And Michael Probst.
Matter of fact, two Potters.
Gain of one on the play. Brings up second down for Gila Ridge.
Navas rolls around. He has some time. Short pass, and that is going to be caught by the Hawks. Good hit, but he's still not going down. And that he would be Anderson Lesueur.
Number 20, Ian Ellis.
Lesueur, a big target.
Gila Ridge.
If you're a QB, you love those tight end type of guys or those receivers that know how to go up and get it. That's what Lesueur seems to be for this Gila Ridge team. 3rd and 4. Novice, his pass is going to be caught by Porter, and he is dragged down. Looks like he's shy of the first down marker. Brought down by Gray Jorgensen.
Tackle made by Gray Jorgensen.
Jorgensen is all over the place.
Brings up 4th down for Gila Ridge.
Clock running under 8 minutes. 4th and 2 from the 8. Gila Ridge fumbled on the first down, on the 4th down earlier. Toss into the end zone, and that is brought down. Incomplete.
Defending on the play for the Sentinels, Joe
Looked like Michael Hayes had a beat on it, but in the end, yes, incomplete pass, turnover on downs for the Gila Ridge Hawks.
We'd like to thank Joel Terrell and the Bell Bank Mortgage team for their continued support to the Seton community.
Seton Catholic, first and 10 on their own 8, deep in their own territory. Dixon rolling, chased, and that's in and out of the hands of Luke Aguilar.
Incomplete, intended for Luke Aguilar. Seton would like to thank Rural Electric, a general and electrical contracting company with operations based in Arizona and Texas.
Seton Catholic Sentinels, they scored a field goal, 3:16 into the contest. And then Dixon with the touchdown pass early second quarter to Tassi Alo. 2nd and 10 from their own 8. Handoff, Aguilar shakes one man. He has got room to roll. Down the right sideline he goes. He's got some good speed.
Runner on the right side.
And he is out of bounds at the 41. Their own 41-yard line.
Seton would like to recognize our platinum sponsors, Wendy's, Reach Home Realty, the Jorgensen family, Friends Contractors, and the Granado
Jace Dixon
family.
in with the play. Sentinels sprint to the line of scrimmage. Mendoza out wide, along with Pomgrants to Dixon's left. Dixon complete.
Pass was complete to Taisialo, gain of 4.
Tassialo, second catch of the game, and that's the thing. Sentinels are certainly using many different players.
Mark Kurkowski, Pondgrass Orthotics and Prosthetics, I. Bailey, Spotlight Signs, and K9 Resorts of Chandler.
Awesome.
Dixon, handoff, Aguilar hurdles one guy. He's past the 50 and he's into Hawk territory.
Right side, Sentinel, first down.
Sentinels trying to establish that rhythm. They've certainly controlled the game, that's for sure, but you would think that they would be ahead more than 9-0. Clock ticking at 6:30. Seton Catholic having their best year since 2019. It's when they made the postseason last. Swing pass out to Aguilar. He catches it. He's at the 45, 40. He is moving. He's got great speed. Are they going to catch him? They are not. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seton Catholic. Aguilar with his 3rd receiving touchdown of the year. but more so just his athletic ability has helped propel Seton Catholic to what is now a 15-0 advantage.
Another Sentinel touchdown sponsored by the Joel Terrell Mortgage Team.
11 touchdown passes on the year for Dixon. 2 in this game, 1 to Allo and now 1 to Aguiar. And they're going to go for 2 because they did miss the extra point earlier. Let's see how they line up and see what the play call is. And it is going to be Aguiar who is denied. So it is going to be a 15-0 advantage. That's the one thing the Seton Catholic Sentinels have not been able to do. And that is convert the extra point.
VIP Homes, Chapman and Clark, attorneys at law, Fort Sons Realty.
For the Gila Ridge Hawks, as we mentioned, they came up here last year and they were defeated by a score of 49-23. That was on the 13th of October, so basically about a year ago. 49-24 was that final score. For Gila Ridge, the last time they had a winning record was 2020. They were actually 5-0, but they did not qualify for the playoffs because they didn't play the amount of games that they needed to. Of course, 2020 was the COVID year. They went 5-0. They defeated Yuma Kofa twice, Yuma High School twice, and Yuma Cibola once. The kick is shy of the end zone, and Gila Ridge is going to bring it out. And with the tackle is Karsten Gifford.
Tackle made by Karsten Gifford.
So the Hawks, they have not had an issue moving the ball. They've just had problems getting into the red zone. They've had 2 drives. One resulted in a turnover. The other resulted in a turnover on downs. First and 10 on the 30. Navas has some time, but now he is being traced. And that is going to be ruled an incomplete pass. There was some pressure.
Incomplete pass pressure on the play was by
certainly the closest that the Sentinels had come to trying to sack Navas. Second and 10, Navas in the backfield. His pass is caught by LeSueur. LeSueur at the 50, the 45, and he is brought down at the 42-yard line. Finally, it was T.J. Connolly bringing him down. As we said, Navas hasn't had issues moving the ball between the 20s. When they get in that red zone, that's when things have happened for the Seton Catholic defense. Clock rolling at 5:40. Navas liking to pass way downfield, and that is going to be incomplete. Off the mark.
Defending on the play for the Sentinels, Joe Ferentz.
And I like Steven Navas' game. I really do. I wouldn't necessarily immediately put him in that mobile quarterback category. I haven't seen enough of him, but he's comfortable back there. He's a senior, so he has seen a lot of snaps. Navas fires. Hayes with the catch. And that is going to be another completion. Third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5 for Gila Ridge.
We'll see what Gila Ridge has in their bag of tricks. What's the play call on 3rd and 5? They seem to at least temporarily have abandoned the run. Cameron Potter is in the backfield with Novice. High pass downfield, and that is out of the reach of the diving Chaston Stewart, and that will bring up a 4th down for the Hawks.
TJ Connolly. Brings up a 4th down for Gila Ridge.
And indeed, the Hawks are going for it. Potter in the backfield, Novice. Gila Ridge looking to convert on a 4th down. Here comes the pressure, and he is going to fire, and that is intercepted. Asaki has it, and he is going to bowl over a Hawk as he brings it out to his own 42. Ayasaki with the INT, and then he turned into a fullback, bringing back the pick. And this Seton Catholic defense. First off, Novice was almost sacked on the play. And we do have a Sentinel down. Not sure immediately who that is. And as we see all of the Seton Catholic players, they are essentially on a knee. And as always, you just hope it is nothing serious, but it looks like they are going to get him up. And the he in this case is going to be, actually not sure who that is. That's 56. We don't have the 56 on our roster. But for the Sentinels, they are healthy. Anytime a player can walk off the field under his own power, that's huge. That is very much huge. So it'll be 1st and 10, turnover. Seton Catholic recovering the turnovers. Well, technically that is what it is. When you recover something, it is a turnover. They've had an interception, they've had a fumble recovery, and they've also stopped Gila Ridge on downs. Defense has played very, very well.
Sentinels call it.
And it'll be a timeout for Seton Catholic as they try to get themselves in sync after a turnover. And it's a good place to be. If you are going to take a timeout, hey, you know what? We're up 15-0. We are already essentially at midfield. Let's figure out exactly what we want to do. Let's try to put another touchdown on the board.
Sentinel sponsors for supporting Seton Catholic.
Sentinels, as we said, ranked number 9 in the 4A playoff rankings. So right now, number 9, you play number 8, and that would be Prescott. Very important for Seton Catholic to try to win out if they can, to possibly get that number 8 seed, maybe even a 7 seed, so they could have a first-round playoff game at home. You prefer not to travel up to Flagstaff or go down to a Tucson area school if you can avoid it in November. The story in motion, he's set. Dixon, handoff, and the running back is going to be flung down quickly as They tried the freshman. That was Corey Edwards, and that is a loss. It's a loss of about 5 yards. We knew we were going to get the heavy dose of Aguiar. He's back in. Corey Edwards has about 100 yards rushing on this season now with that 5-yard loss. 6-yard loss technically. 2nd and 16, the ball at their own 37. Dixon steps into it, throws over the head of Aguiar.
Pass is incomplete, intended.
So it'll be 3rd down. And for the Sentinels, this was really a chance for them to make a statement on this series. You get really good field position on the interception by Asaki, but then you end in a 3rd and 15 situation. We'll see if they can convert. Dixon rolling to his left. His throw is going to be caught by Bailey Mendoza. He is going to cross the sticks, and he is going to be dragged down at the 35-yard line. Indeed, the Sentinels convert on the 3rd down. Bailey Mendoza has had himself a good afternoon. And for the Sentinels to have success, not even so much in this game, which they are so far, but they're going to have to find another big weapon beside Aguiar. They're going to have to find a receiver. Perhaps this is it, Mendoza. 1st and 10 on the 34. Dixon being chased. He is going to get rid of it, and that is caught. Reception by Nick Pongrantz. His 7th catch of the season. And the Sentinels marching themselves, getting into that red zone. The red and gold in the red zone. The pitch out to Aguiar, and he's going to gain a couple.
Luke Aguilar on the carry.
Seton Catholic has been in total control of this game. Defense, they've been doing what they've needed to do. Of course, Aguiar is getting his yards. Perhaps you're finding another receiver. Bailey Mendoza, we just saw Nick Pongrantz with the reception. They've recovered a fumble. They've had an interception. Dixon, his toss is going to be caught.
Pass was complete to Bailey Mendoza.
Mendoza once again. Short pass. Clock at 2 minutes remaining in half number 1. No, there is no 2-minute warning in high school football. Asaki coming in. Asaki's that big fullback. He already has an interception, so these guys playing both ways have been very, very valuable. 3rd and about 8. Need to get inside the 5, close to the 4 for a 1st down. And there's a little trickery. Mendoza on the reverse, and he is going to sprint into the end zone for a touchdown.
Bailey Mendoza.
Mendoza is in. And Seton Catholic continues to pour it on.
For the Sentinels touchdown, supported by Joel Terrell in the bell.
And we'll see if we're going to have an extra point attempt or if they're going to continue to go for 2. Looks like they're going to go for the extra point in this case. It's going to be Nicholas Martin on the extra point try out of the hold of Dixon. So it's 21-0 as we speak. We'll see how the PAT goes. High snap, kick is up, and that is true. 22-0. The Seton Catholic Sentinels have the lead. Mendoza, we mentioned that somebody's going to have to step up, and he is. 3 different touchdown scorers for Seton Catholic. Mendoza, Aguiar, of course, and Allo. Tycee Allo also scored. He scored the first touchdown for Seton Catholic. Then we had the field goal by Matthew Albanese. 88 seconds remain in quarter number 2. We will get Matthew kicking off. And it is a short kick, and that's going to end up out of bounds.
Kick was out of bounds.
We've seen that multiple times now for Seton Catholic, and that is not something they want to consistently repeat. You're giving Gila Ridge really good field position at the 35-yard line. Gila Ridge has all 3 timeouts. As we said, they've moved the ball pretty well. Navas did throw his 5th interception of the season on their last possession. Snap, toss, and that is caught. And a little trickery by Gila Ridge. Cameron Potter on the receiving end from Isaac Solis. Solis listed as the backup quarterback for Gila Ridge. We'll see if that was a trick play or if that was something that was due to an injury, and we hope there is certainly no injury. Solis in again as quarterback. Solis, he's rolling to his left. He'll throw downfield, and that is incomplete.
Pass was deflected.
So Isaac Solis, he's a sophomore. Solis barking the signs to his team in the huddle. Checks his wristband for the plays. He's got Potter in the backfield. Hayes in motion. Solis dropping back. He's in some trouble, and he is going to be brought down by Asaki. Big time sack. Ayasaki with the sack. And for Gila Ridge, the last thing that you want is Seton Catholic to get the ball back if you're Gila Ridge. Trailing 22-0. They're at their own 39. Clock is running as we're hitting 50 seconds now. Seton Catholic with 2 timeouts. Gila Ridge with 3, but for the Hawks, their timeout situation not really of matter right now. And a timeout, at least the clock stops, and indeed, Gila Ridge does stop the clock with one of their 3 timeouts. Not sure why you would call a timeout there, and if you do, why you would wait so long to do so. You really have two options at this case. You either try something downfield or you were just going to run as much time off the clock as you could so Seton Catholic doesn't get the ball back. But that's a decision that probably should have been made probably about 15 real seconds ago. So we'll see as you get a glance at Gila Ridge in their huddle. Nice color helmet. That's the one thing my producer and myself, we agreed on with Gila Ridge. They have a different color helmet. Making the trip from Yuma probably a little bit easier on a Saturday than during the week on a typical Friday. No school on a Saturday, and it is a long trip. And if you're a football team, you, of course, just don't show up at game time. Isaac Solis. Drops back. He is being chased, and he is going to be on the move. Will he get rid of it? He will throw an incomplete pass, giving serious chase for the Sentinels. Was James Boyle.
Was James Boyle.
And now you have your punting team on for Gila Ridge. That's Isaac Leon.
To punt, back to receive, Luke Aguilar.
And this probably isn't what you wanted to do. It's enough time for Seton Catholic to get something happening. Bad snap again. We've seen that consistently. Respectable punt. Good punt, actually. Fielded by Aguilar. Aguilar is at his own 30. He is up to his 40. He's cutting back inside. He's at midfield. Still on his feet before being brought down at the Gila Ridge 48-yard line. Wow. Aguilar is good, and that was an understatement. So 12.4 seconds left. Seton Catholic with 2 timeouts. You've got a senior quarterback, so he's a guy who could probably complete a pass out of bounds, stopping the clock. Sentinels are in a good position, but it looks like they are not going to try anything. They are just going to take the knee and run out the half. That was the last play of half number 1, a half completely dominated by the Seton Catholic Sentinels. They lead the Gila Ridge Hawks by a score of 22-0. This is Seton Catholic football.
For your Sentinels. Don't forget to visit the concession stand for all your halftime snacks. Also at halftime as a special treat, our very own Steve Kaiser will be holding a town hall talking about Halloween candy and what he recommends. All are welcome.
All right.
Let's give them a big hand, our junior Sentinel cheerleaders.
Yes.
How are you? Good to see you. Oh, okay. I'm Jim Shearidge. I'm the athletic director.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I've followed you for a long time. So
Thank you. Thank you. No, absolutely. No, this is really just, I've always, small school football is really, it's important. It's Chandler. It's good stuff.
Yeah. So far so good.
Yeah, it was.
Take it home this year and finish strong and get the playoffs. It's been a while.
Yes, yes, it has. Yeah, no, no, it's good that they're playing well. It's because I was here for the snowflake game. That was a rough one. So to see Aggie really be in motion and talking to coach and kind of realizing how many seniors are on this team, which is something that had escaped me. It's like this is their year. They stuck it out. They came together after
Yeah. We got some good freshmen coming up.
Yeah, I like the
Corey
32 core. Yeah.
We got CJ Levin,
Okay.
and then we got a sophomore quarterback, and then a freshman, really good Ryan Morris.
And that's good. The pipeline is good. You always want to have that freshman sophomore class rolling in.
What we need.
Yes.
Look, again, I appreciate it. When I get home, I usually listen to watch the game because I'm running around like
Oh, okay.
I don't get to watch.
Sure, no.
Yeah, I look forward to listening to it. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, no. It's cool to be here. It's weird because I've known Paulo for a while, but it's like I've never actually been up here. It's like I've always just been on the sidelines. So no, it's a different view, different vantage point.
Yeah. We scalped the field this week because we're seating next week.
Gotcha.
Like, it's cool. So yeah, we keep it in good shape.
It's good.
Nice. If you ever need anything, let me know.
Absolutely. No, I certainly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good stuff. No, I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
We'll be go behind you.
Most of the student bodies at a retreat.
Oh, is that right?
So I'm like, where's the band? Where's like, they all just came back from Cairo, so they're all like, not going back. Now we see each other all week, we ain't gonna see each other anymore. And actually, this year, it seems hit or miss with the student participation. Football's usually pretty packed, but like volleyball games and stuff, three. But this year, for whatever reason, they got some kids everywhere. So, I don't know what happened this year versus last year, but I'll take it.
Yeah, no.
And like, when we were at that Karen's game, I'm like, why are they all not showing up for that?
Good stuff.
See if they can have a fourth quarter like last time. That was bad. It was like, right after I fixed that, it was like they gave up like 80 yards of penalties. Then touchdown. And then on the kickoff, very first play bad, Luke ran the ball, fumbled it, they ran it back for touchdown. So it was like 2 touchdowns in like 40 seconds or something.
So now, if they end up having a
No, that's the first round, second round, so that's...
Yeah, but no, because I want to say the first.
HFS never does until like the semi, quarters maybe.
Because I want to say, well, we did a first round game last year.
No, that was
That Sandra Day Castillo. That was 6A first round. That was 9-8, yeah.
very rare because like he takes that whole position about like if we can't do all of them. I knew.
Okay,
I drove
gotcha.
that's what drove me nuts with baseball. And I was like, and Seth and I have a different relationship.
I got you.
I called him out on a couple things. I'm surprised they ever gave me the game ever. But it was one of Gary's games, and like
Because no, it's like for me, I like to attach myself to a producer. That's why when you said that, who the heck am I going to work with? Because it's like I had one guy the last 2 years, and then Seth mentioned, oh, hey, this guy, blah, blah. And we hit it off great, and it's like, I was like, okay. When we run it back,
yeah, this is the first time
because I was
since we moved here, like in 2000, that we haven't had this here. Yeah, and it's only because so my son is playing baseball in Arkansas. My mom's house is like driving distance away.
right, no.
So
Because I was looking at like, hey, I'll get maybe the first round, but then that I'm just doing home with the, I haven't said it's or that's it.
I doubt if they would overlap. It's usually it's rare. But I don't know. I've looked
Well, let me ask. Well, did you really see or just
I will do it if they asked.
right?
I prefer not to. Like we did a couple of road games with Chandler. That's mostly when Joe really wanted to do it. But I prefer not to if I have to. Because the other ADs don't give a shit. And I like Brady on, but like
Yeah, because you figure
for a first round, 15, and all the first round.
so yes, I'm rooting for. I'm putting this way. I want to do as many games with you as because what and like I remember doing the this is 2021 semifinal Desert Mountain and then I look at like the Apollo as professional. Like I because when it's not good set, then not that I lose interest, but it's like okay, possibly get into it when it's a trio. It's like
Sentinels for the start of the second half.
Welcome back to Seton Catholic High School here in Chandler, Arizona, where the Sentinels, they have a 22-0 lead over the Hawks of Gila Ridge. For Seton Catholic, the defense has been outstanding. They've had an interception, they have had a fumble recovery, and they have also forced a turnover on downs. Offensively, 3 different touchdown scorers. Bailey Mendoza on a reverse. You had Luke Aguiar coming in with a reception as well, and then rounding it out, Tassi Allo with a touchdown catch. And yes, this Seton Catholic team is doing well. A couple of touchdown passes for Chase Dixon. He's now got 11 on the year. You got to think that Luke Aguiar is over 100 yards already. He is having a good one. The Sentinels, they're ranked number 9, looking to improve that ranking. And the kickoff is underway. The second half will begin. Matthew Albanese will kick off, and it's a fumble. And is it recovered by the Sentinels? I believe it is.
Fumble on the play.
Seton Catholic recovering the kickoff fumble, and that's recovered by Sloan Sweet. Sweet had an interception in last week's game against Independence, comes up with a fumble recovery here, and that is huge. And for the Sentinels, they will jump right into business. Dixon, Aguiar, Nick Pastore, Bailey Mendoza split out to the left. Dixon, low snap, hands off to Aguiar, and he is going to push his way past the diving defender into the end zone for a touchdown. Luke Aguiar sprinting to the end zone, 15-yard touchdown run, and that is now a 28-point lead for Seton Catholic. Point pending. Second TD of the night for Luke Aguiar. 1 rushing, 1 receiving. This is one thing that Seton Catholic has had trouble with. That's the conversions after the touchdown. High snap, kick is up, and it is good. Kick is good by
Matthew Albanese.
Albanese gets the kick, so it's 29-0. Seton Catholic with the advantage. All of that taking all of 14 seconds. First play in the second half. Technically second play. First play was the fumbled kickoff return. Jokingly, I was speaking with the producer, and I asked, hey, do we think we may see a running clock? And we're like, well, maybe we'll see. But I don't think we thought that 14 seconds into half number 2, you'd be a touchdown away from the running clock. Running clock goes into effect 35-0, or any type of 35-point differential in half number 2. Albanese set to kick off for the second time in 14 seconds. Kicks it bounces once and twice, and it's fielded by Potter. He eludes one tackler, but he's finally brought down by Sweet once again, who is really a menace on special teams. Really gotta like Sloan Sweet. Sweet and Jorgensen, 2 solid defenders for Pete Walheim's Seton Catholic Sentinels. Will be 1st and 10 on the 26. Under center is the starter, Steven Navas. So it looks like Isaac Solis was in there just for maybe a change of pace at the end of that first half. Handoff to Potter. He's around right side, but he is going to be stopped.
Runner on the right side. Tackle made by Michael Probst.
Probst and Isaki on the tackle. Play goes for no gain. Referee stops the clock. Looks like it's an official timeout, as actually one of the Seton Catholic players is down. We'll see the training staff come out. And that's going to be Gray Jorgensen, who is down. All the Sentinels taking a knee. You never like to see any of the players shaken up or injured. That's part of the game, being shaken up. And that's one thing. I mean, he's sitting up, so I think he will be okay. And he is now standing up, and he's going to hobble off, we'll say, under his own power. Looks like he's actually going to stay in as well. But now he is going off. He wanted to stay in. That's a gamer right there. 2nd and 10 on the 26. Once again, the whistle is blown.
We have a flag on the play. False start.
Looks like it's illegal motion. Pushing the Hawks back 5 yards. Novice fires, and that is caught. Hauled in by Michael Hayes.
Pass was complete. Tackle on the play by Mika Ayasaki.
Third down and 5. It's a big down for the Hawks. He fires, and that is caught, and wrapping him up is going to be Ian Ellis.
Pass was complete. Tackle on the play by Ian Ellis and assisted by Sloan Sweet.
Ryan Hanchett on the reception, but still short of the first down. And yes, the Hawks are going to have to punt. They're too deep in their own territory to try to go for it. Aguiar is back to receive. He's standing at his own 35. That'll be Isaac Leone set to punt. I believe that's going to be a delay of game, so another 5 yards will go back. Hawks not helping themselves on this series. They had the illegal motion, which pushed them back 5 yards, and now the delay of game. Really no reason for that. It's not like you need to give the punter extra room. He's had a couple of good punts, though. He gets his leg into it. High snap, but it's hauled in. Almost blocked, and the punt has some good hang time. Fair caught by Aguiar.
Fair catch on the play. We'd like to
Ian Ellis almost blocked that punt.
Sponsors for supporting Seton Catholic.
And this is where the Sentinels could potentially drop that running clock. Sam Schoonover in on that offensive line.
Mortgage team for your continued support of Seton Catholic.
1st and 10 at their own 30. Excuse me, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Dixon, fake handoff, rolls, tosses, complete. Pastor fighting, and he doesn't go down easy as he's out to the 45-yard line. Gain of 7.
Gain of 7 on the play brings up second down.
Sentinels, as we've said, have been in full control, and the scoreboard truly now is showing it 29-0. Rare Saturday game on anyone's docket. Pastore in motion, he's in the backfield. Handoff, Aguiar finding some room. He's pushing, he's got one man to beat, and they are not going to catch him. Luke Aguiar into the end zone. That is a touchdown. That would be a 57-yard touchdown run. Wow. Luke Aguiar and the Sentinels off to the races.
Another Sentinel touchdown sponsored by the Joel Terrell Mortgage Team.
Aguiar every bit as advertised. I got to see the Sentinels a few weeks ago when they played Snowflake on this very field, and the Snowflake Lobos, as I say, they are built differently, but Luke Aguiar has been piling on the yards, and it's like, okay, I want to see him in action, and I, along with everybody in attendance, certainly getting their wish. Extra point is up and good, as that was kicked by Nicholas Martin. 36-0. Seton Catholic has the lead, so the running clock is in effect. I'll definitely say it's a tough scenario on any visiting team, let alone when you come 3+ hours and you get beat pretty good. Obviously, this game is not over yet, but with the running clock, that will be in effect very, very shortly, I would imagine, right after the kickoff by Albanese. And it will be returned. Potter has it. And he will push his way out to the 35-yard line, 34-yard line.
Tackle on the play by number 14, Karsten Gifford.
Karsten Gifford, we hear his name. He is a special teams beast. He's had a couple of tackles on kickoff coverage. And I'll say it seems like the running clock always has different rules, so to speak. Some will start it immediately on the kickoff. Some will even let the ball, if it goes out of bounds, they stop the clock briefly. It just should never stop as Navas fakes the handoff, throws, pass downfield, tip. That is incomplete.
Pass is broken up by Sloan Sweet.
And there, as we see, it stopped temporarily. It's one of those things where once you hit 35 in the second half, when there's that point differential, clock should not stop.
Time Media Group publications online or in print. We would like to thank the Times Media Group.
Unless there's a timeout called, of course, or some type of play stoppage, injury, penalty, that sort of thing. Hanchett in motion. Navas. Pass caught by LeSueur at the 45-yard line. That should be good enough for a first down, and it is. The Hawks moved the ball very well in the first half, especially in that first quarter. But they did so only between the 20s. Once they got into that red zone, everything seemed to come to a standstill. Navas, his pass tipped, and that is caught. Hanchett again, and he gets down to the opposing 35.
Complete tackle made by T.J. Connolly.
Ryan Hanchett, he's a senior. Navas has some weapons, and that's why the Hawks have been able to move the ball so consistently. Novice has time. He's going downfield, going for it all, and that's broken up by Nick Pastore.
Pass is broken up by Nico Pastore.
Nico Pastore with the pass breakup. So it'll be second down. Novice very patient with his team. And for Novice, he has one goal right now, and that is scoring a touchdown. It's not about the time that's ticking off the clock. It's about driving, finishing drives. Lesueur in motion. Novice continues to go downfield. This one is caught. Hanchett on the reception.
Pass was complete. Tackle made by Ian Ellis.
Ian Ellis and Jorgensen down there on the coverage. Potter in the backfield, Novice. He's got two receivers split out, Hanchett in motion. He's got some pressure, and he is going to run. He's got the middle wide open, and Novice is going to get into the end zone. 17-yard touchdown run for Gila Ridge, and it has been cut to 36-6, and we said that was their lone goal, their mission to score a touchdown. And yes, the running clock has been stopped. It's no longer a 35-point deficit. Isaac Leone, who has been doing the punting, is in for the extra point. Snap, kick is good. 36-7. The Seton Catholic Sentinels still have the lead. It's one of those things where, yes, you've got some time on this clock. You can't just take your foot off of the gas. You really shouldn't at this point. You probably leave Aguiar in for another series. And we'll see the Sentinels on the receiving end of the kickoff team for the first time. Dropping back is Joseph Ferentz.
Back to receive the kickoff.
Ferentz and Aguiar. Actually, to be fair, we did see the kickoff receiving team to open the game. Isaac Leone has been busy. He'll kick it off for Gila Ridge. Seton Catholic trying to win as many games this year as they had the last 3 seasons. That really says a lot about the buy-in of what the kids are doing. Kick is going to drive Aguiar back. Actually, it drives Ferentz back. And Ferentz is going to get it out, but not terribly deep, just about to the 15-yard line. In talking with Coach Walheim, he's been coaching for a long time. This is actually his second stint here at Seton Catholic. He said this was probably the best off-season that he has had with the kids. The kids, he told them, you can't do this thing for 4 months out of the year. This is not a scenario where, hey, and I can't say that's what they had been doing, but the way high school football is structured these days, you've got to participate in these 7-on-7s. You've got to have a regimented weightlifting program. You really have to get things going on. And the seniors in particular decided, hey, you know what? We want a playoff game this year. We want one. Aguiar rushes out to the 25-yard line. And guys like Dixon, Aguiar on the line, Cade Brennan, Hector Ayala, Robert Grassi, who's a junior, Michael Probst. Those seniors, they decided, hey, coach is right. If we want to have a winning season, if we want to get into the playoffs, we have to stay ready and consistently get to where we want to be when the season starts. And that's been the huge difference. Aguiar circling around the right, and he's got some more room. Aguiar is bumped out of bounds at the 47-yard line of Gila Ridge. Luke Aguiar gaining yards like there's no tomorrow. Sentinels set. Nico Pastore playing fullback. Chase Dixon, high pass downfield, incomplete.
Pass was incomplete. There's a flag.
Intended target was Bailey Mendoza. Axel Labadie was a defender. Roughing the passer, I believe, is going to be the call on Gila Ridge. So 15 yards will be given to the Sentinels. This will put Seton Catholic in Gila Ridge territory. Big play in a sense of, if you're Gila Ridge, you scored the touchdown, you slowed that clock, although they still continued to run it. But you had any bit of momentum potentially happening. But now with the pass interference, now you get deeper into Gila Ridge territory. Looks like there is something going on with the chain, as we see on the far side of the field. 3:07 showing on the clock, 36-7 as you can see.
Once again, we'd like to recognize our future Sentinels from SJB.
Seton Catholic Sentinels have been in control from the start.
Thank you.
First down, chain, and now we get a really good look at it. Thank you, Paulo, for really focusing on that handoff. And this is Corey Edwards, the freshman.
Run up the left side, Corey Edwards.
This is another young man that Seton Catholic really is looking forward to showcasing in years to come. Second and about 6. Clock running. 2:40. Pongrantz out to the right. Edwards is the back. He gets the carry, and he is going to rumble, staying on his feet. There's a flag. Could be a hold, but he pushes his way all the way down to about the 3-yard line. But there might be a holding call, and there is. So we'll push it back. It'll get brought back to about the 40. Seton Catholic, as we said, 5-2, looking to go 6-2 on the year. As we glance at the Sentinels schedule, next week, actually they have the bye next week, and then they will head to Sierra Linda. And then they will finish up with La Jolla. And hopefully on the morning of November 9th, they will get their name called on the playoff selection show. Hosted by yours truly. Bad snap. It rolls out to the 50. Dixon picks it up, and he falls down at his own 40. He actually, had he been able to stay on his feet, I truly believe he might have been able to make a play on that, actually. But this is second and sometime we've said double sticks. This is second and triple sticks. Way back at their own 40. Second and 36.
And the Granado family.
Actually, third and 36, actually. Dixon hands off to Edwards, and he is caught right in the backfield.
For the Sentinels, Corey Edwards.
He'll lose a yard, and we will see a punt. I believe this might be the first punt for the Sentinels this evening.
Sentinels to punt, Nicholas Martin to punt.
Their punter, Nicholas Martin, drops back at his own 25-yard line. We've been seeing bad snaps. This is not a time where you want one of those. They could afford it, though, but it's a good punt. Gets it off, and it is touched by a Lobo. Excuse me, a
Looks like the
Hawk.
recover.
And indeed, Seton Catholic recovers.
On the recovery for the Sentinels, Michael Probst.
Michael Probst having a good game. He's been all over. And this is a couple times where we've seen Gila Ridge unable to hold on to the ball. 16 seconds left, and we're pretty much just where we started at the 40-yard line. Will the Sentinels get a playoff? They've got 5, 4, 3. Hopefully they can, and they do just in time. Dixon, his pass is caught by Pastore. And the quarter will end 36-7. Seton Catholic has the lead. We'll come back. This is Seton Catholic football.
Seton would like to recognize our gold sponsors, EdTech Solutions, the law offices of Bart A. Krakowski, Congrads Orthotics and Prosthetics, I. Bailey, Spotlight Signs, and K9 Resorts of Chandler.
Start of quarter number 4 here at Seton Catholic High School in Chandler, Arizona. Ball on the 40-yard line, 2nd and 10. Sentinels trying to punch it in one more time. Mendoza in motion, pitch out, Luke Aguiar, stutter steps, looking for a block, and he'll pick up a couple.
Gain of 4.
Actually gained 4 yards. It seemed like he gained less than that, but that's how good Luke Aguiar is.
VIP Homes, Chapman and Clark, attorneys at law, Four Sons Realty, I Fix It For You Handyman Service, and Trellis Construction Services, and Gold Crown Promotions.
Dixon calling the play under center. Fake pitch out. He rolls, has some blocking, but he is going to be swung down by Potter. Nice defensive sack. Cameron Potter brings down the senior quarterback. And we will see another punt. Seemed like we just saw a punt off the foot of Nicholas Martin that was muffed by Gila Ridge, which is how we got back to this situation. Martin at his own 40, ready to kick. Low line drive, and that's going to bounce, and it is going to take a sentinel roll, and it will get down to the 5-yard line, and that's where it will die. Gila Ridge has a long way to go.
We have the
trailing 36-7.
Please come up to the press box and collect your winnings. The winning ticket is 118-0081. Once again, 118-0081.
And it will be Stephen Novice still at quarterback. And again, he is, I like what Novice has done. Certainly this Seton Catholic team, the defense is good. They have made Novice do some things he probably didn't want to or is not used to doing, but overall, Gila Ridge QB1 is pretty good. Novice, his toss, caught by Potter, and Potter's going to try to run down Gray Jorgensen. Excuse me, Ian Ellis.
Made by Ian Ellis with an assist by Sloan Sweet.
That'll go for about 3 yards. They'll give him 4 on the play. And again, while the game is probably out of reach for Gila Ridge, Novice has that same job. Score a touchdown, move the ball, move the football north-south. There's the pass, Lesueur, he makes the grab, and he's brought down by a gang of Sentinels, including Asaki and Bailey Mendoza, excuse me, not Bailey Mendoza, by Ayasaki and Sweet. Novice downfield, incomplete.
Pass was incomplete. Defending on the play was Joe Ferentz.
Anderson Lesueur, tight end, receiver, another solid player for Gila Ridge. That height certainly helps. He's able to do some things. Lesueur in motion, Hayes off to the right. Probst giving pressure, and Novice, he's going to tuck it and run. He's hit by Ayasaki down at his own 35.
By Mika Ayasaki at number 33.
Close to the first down, and he gets it. We said Novice knows how to move the ball. He's got good receivers. Gets another first down. All passing now for Novice and the Gila Ridge Hawks. That is broken up. Joe Ferentz. The Seton Catholic Sentinel, Seton Catholic Sentinel secondary is pretty good. Lot of interceptions. We've seen the most unlikely one tonight, Micah Ayasaki. They're getting the picks, and that front seven is getting pressure, and they've effectively stopped the run. That pass is caught by Stewart. Gets away from a few Sentinels. He'll get a first down out to the 47-yard line.
Pass was complete. Tackle made on the play by Tommy Shepard.
Coming up on 6 minutes left in this contest. And again, as we said, time really no longer an issue in this game. Gila Ridge just wants to have one more sustained drive, a drive that they'd love to see culminate in a touchdown, which is what they did the last time. Novice slings it. That's caught by Hanchett. Inside the 40 to the 36-yard line.
By Tommy Shepherdson and Sloan Sweet. First down for Gila Ridge.
They have moved the chains very, very well in this game, up and down. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining in this contest. Potter in the backfield, triplets on the left. Pass caught. Stewart once again on the reception.
Pass was complete. Tackle made on the play by Karsten Gifford.
Karsten Gifford starting to see more and more time. He's going to be a very important part of this defense. He already is, but next year, he's a junior now. His senior year, he's going to be the guy out there.
The winner gets $1 million.
First and 10 at the 26. Hanchett is open, but Novice is going to tuck it and run, and he is going to sprint, and he's still on his feet, and the ball squirts loose. Recovered by Seton Catholic, but I believe he's going to be ruled down.
Quarterback keep on the play.
Clock continues to roll. Hawks with an eye on the end zone. First and 10 at the 12. Pitch out. Potter being chased. His initial contact. He is down.
On the right side, tackle made by Brian Kostler.
Brian Kostler on the tackle.
We'd like to thank Rural Electric, General Electrical Contracting Company with operations based in Arizona and Texas.
And yes, this is 4-down territory. 3 minutes remaining.
A shout out to Joel Terrell at Bell Bank Mortgage for being a Sentinel staple.
Novice fires, end zone incomplete. Intended target was Anderson LeSueur.
Pass was incomplete. Covering on the play for the Sentinels, Karsten Gifford. Times Media Group serves a wide variety of demographic audiences and communities with more than 1.1 million printed copies and millions of online readers each month. We'd like to thank the Times Media Group and all our Sentinel sponsors.
Novice surveys the field. Potter in the backfield with him. It's 3rd down. Looking, he fires in the end zone, and that is going to be, are they going to say caught? Yes, they are. It is a touchdown. Novice to Stewart. 36-13. Wasn't sure if it hit the ground. Was wide open, though, that's for sure. Isaac Leon coming in for the extra point. Leon, the point attempt is good. 36-14. That is your score for Seton Catholic.
2 minutes left in the game.
2:07 remaining in this contest. The timeout situation, both teams have all 3 left, but if you're Seton Catholic, essentially what you want to do is hold on to the ball, run it 3 times. I don't think that Gila Ridge at this point in time is going to call a timeout. That would be my guess. Although you do play to the whistle. That's the one thing you certainly have to do.
Back to receive for the Sentinels.
We'll see if Isaac Leon tries some type of onside kick. Do you go that route? It was 36-0. Now it's 36-14. But with 2:07 remaining on the clock, the verdict is pretty much decided. Leon will take his time on the kick. We'll see where he decides to place it. Leon with the onside kick, and it is fielded cleanly. Ends up in the hands of Bailey Mendoza. And the Seton Catholic Sentinels, they're going to have great field position. And I would imagine we will see nothing but runs. Unless there happens to be a certain record on the line, which I don't know if there is or not at this point. Give it to Corey Edwards. Let him get a feel for it.
For the Sentinels, Brady Hayes.
Brady Hayes is the quarterback for the Sentinels. QB1's night is over, and indeed, Corey Edwards gets the football. He brings it out to the 45.
Edwards, gain of 3.
Dixon's night is over. Feed Edwards, clock running, 1:40. Brady Hayes, the sophomore. Hayes, the handoff, and that I believe is going to be C.J. Levin.
Carry for the Sentinels, C.J. Levin.
C.J. Levin gaining some yards. I'll say this, between C.J. Levin and Corey Edwards, they've got some guys who can run the rock after Luke Aguiar leaves next year. They really have some guys, some young guys. This has a great chance of being the last play of the game. Handoff, and that is going to be Edwards. He is brought down at his own 49. And I don't think the Sentinels have to snap the football anymore as we are under 30 seconds left. And this looks like it is going to be a win for the red and gold. Clock is ticking, 15 seconds, and that essentially will do it as the two teams they're already at the 50-yard line. And that's where they're going to line up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 makes 0. Your final score, the Seton Catholic Sentinels defeat the Gila Ridge Hawks by a score of 36-14. You see the two teams shaking hands, as that is always a great sign of sportsmanship. We certainly appreciate that in high school football. You'll always want to see two teams come together like that. The Sentinels win. They are now 6 wins and 2 losses on the year, looking to improve that number 9 state ranking at the 4A level. And for the Gila Ridge Hawks, they fall to 3 wins and 4 losses. Producer tonight, Paulo Hutch. He does a fantastic job. My name is Brett Quintine saying good night from Chandler, Arizona.